All right. Well, we're beginning to look at multi-step equations, which really just means that we've got to perform more than one mathematical operation in order to solve. So let's look at this first one on the left. This does correspond to page 91, example 1 in your Algebra 1 textbook. And so we've got 2a minus 6 equals 4. Well, we want to isolate the variable. And we can begin to do that by adding 6 to both sides of the equation. Remember, what we do to one side of the equation, we must do to the other side to keep things in balance, keep things equal. And when we do so, the 6's over here are going to cancel out, and we're going to have 2a over here on the left. Well, I'm having a hard time making an A this morning. 2a over here on the left, and then 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. Well, to achieve our isolation of the variable, over here on the left-hand side, we got 2 times a. Well, the opposite of multiplication, or 2 and a multiplied together, and the opposite of multiplication is division, or maybe more mathematically, I might say that the opposite of multiplication, the inverse of multiplication is division. And so let's divide both sides by 2. And here the 2's are going to cancel out. It's going to leave me with just a, which is what I want. And then 10 divided by 2 is 5. Well, and a is equal to 5. We've performed a multi-step equation. Now let's look at this one on the right. We've got n plus 1 divided by negative 2, or I could say it is n plus 1 over negative 2. Stuff in fractional form. But in reality, n plus 1 is being divided by, this is a division symbol, separating the numerator from the denominator, equals 15. Well, since this negative 2, since we're dividing n plus 1 by negative 2, well, the inverse of that division is multiplication. So I could say that here that we'll multiply both sides by negative 2. I'm trying to isolate the variable. That's my goal. Well, let's do n plus 1 over negative 2. And on the right-hand side, I got 15 times negative 2. So I'm multiplying both sides of the equation by negative 2. What I do to one side, I must do to the other. And we'll just change colors just for fun. Let's go to green. Well, right here, the negative 2's are going to cancel. And that's just going to leave me with n plus 1. And on the right-hand side, when I multiply 15 times negative 2, I'm going to get negative 30. Well, now to finish isolating the variable, over here on the left-hand side, if I subtract 1 from both sides, I'm going to get the variable n by itself. So over here, these are going to cancel. And negative 30 minus 1, or negative 30, negative 1, negative 30 minus 1, is going to give me negative 31, where n is equal to negative 31. Well, there's your couple of examples of multi-step equations. This is a skill that you must learn.